Craig Cohen 87 here for episode 37 of the Iron Den. Today is going to be a chest day with some abs at the end of it. My favorite day of the week. Love the chest. I wish I did it twice a week, but my coach only wants me doing it once a week. So, once a week it is. Weighed in at 235.4. For some reason, Friday is my lightest day of the week. And I believe last week I was the same weight. But every other day I've been heavier, and I expect tomorrow that I'll be heavier than I was last week. Tomorrow, if that makes any sense. Didn't work today. Friday, Saturdays are my days off. So I feel great, which means I'm going to have a terrible workout. Well, I'm being a bit facetious. But like I've said yesterday, I train better exhausted and sore for some reason. I'm pretty sure it's a mental thing. It's something I need to figure out. But you know what? I'm not going to figure it out in one day. It's something that's going to get slightly better over time. That's how I look about it. And really, it's not complicated. You get under the weight, you go as hard as you can for as long as you can. It's really just that simple. But I've always said that your lifting and your workouts, it's 95% mental. It's not physical. Unless you're really injured or you didn't sleep right or your diet is off. There's nothing else that physical about it. My muscles don't just atrophy on Fridays and Saturdays, you know? Although I am lighter, which is interesting. But it's probably just water weight for the most part. I don't work today, so I usually wake up at 7:45. I woke up at 9. So I had 1 hour and 15 minutes longer to burn calories. So I probably dropped an extra pound. It still would have been my lightest day, even had I woke up at 7:45. But it wouldn't have been my lightest by this much. Let's see. Yes, I wanted to address all the acne on my back. I'm sure you guys have noticed it when I do the pose down. It's on my back and my shoulders and a little bit on my chest. That started when I went on cycle. I've been doing these videos. I've been taking testosterone, and that really didn't have any side effects. But when I added DECA to the mix, all these cysts broke out. I went to the doctor. I know that I need Accutane to fix it, but the doctor didn't want to give me Accutane as a first measure. He wanted to give me antibiotics and a topical. As you can see, it has no effect. It has like virtually no effect. But you know what? It's a process. I'm not going to tell the doctor what to do. I can only give him my 2 cents. I have another appointment on April 26th, and I'll bring it up. And then hopefully I'll be prescribed 40, milligrams of Accutane. And then once I start taking it, it should be gone in 1 to 2 months. So that's pretty much what I need. And that's what I'm going to do. It's a process. I'm not in a rush. My goal is to be better every year, not better every day. Well, that's not exactly what I usually say. But you know what I mean. What was I going to say? Yeah, so it is one of the negative side effects of, using performance-enhancing drugs. A lot of times you don't see it, but I'm very transparent. I show everything, or at least anything I can think of. I made a decision, with the knowledge that these were the side effects, and I still stand by my decision. I would have done it again. I've only been using PEDs since September 4th of 2023, when I was 36 years old. So I haven't been using them for very long, 7 months. April 4th was 7 months. And, that's really all I got to say about that. So just to kind of explain why I have the cysts and all that. But they'll be gone probably by May or June. They'll be gone. My training is excellent. My workouts are going very, very well. I'm having a lot of fun in the gym. My endurance is lasting long. I was going through a phase where the workouts were too long. It's because my breaks were too long, because I wasn't recovering from the sets, because I was going too heavy. But what I did is I take shorter breaks, and I dropped the weight significantly. And I must say that's been like a secret formula. I can't emphasize that enough. I wish I could go back in time and tell my younger self that recipe. I think I'd be further along the process today, but you know what? It's better late than never. So at least I got it. What else is there? Yeah, you know what? I'm really just loving this journey, loving the process, learning about everything, practicing the posing. I like that I practice every day now. That's something I haven't been doing in years past. I practice maybe once or twice a week, months out from the show. Now I'm doing it, or maybe weeks out from the show. Now I've been doing it almost a year out from the show, or maybe not a year, maybe like 8 months out. So yeah, like I said, all these things that I'm doing, including my diet, which I've been sticking to like glue, are gonna make a big difference on stage. I really cannot wait to see this package. I'm heavier than I've ever been. I'm carrying more muscle than I've ever have. And I'd say I'm fairly lean. I'm obviously not the leanest I've ever been. I'm not in stage shape. But again, that's not the goal, to be on stage shape in the off season. I want to grow. Once I begin the calorie deficit, that growing stops. And then it's about maintaining as much as possible while burning fat. And I love cutting too. Well, as soon as I have it in my mind that it's time to go in a calorie deficit, I want to be hungry. I love being hungry. Being hungry means I'm achieving my goals. When I'm in prep mode, muscle growing on trees means me being hungry. So I want to be hungry as long as possible. I'm angry when I'm not hungry. I'm pissed off when I'm not hungry, because it means I'm not achieving my goals. And when I'm competing against the other athletes that I'll be competing against on stage, all the work is done by show day. It's now is when you're competing, and in the prep is when you're competing. Every day, it's a very long competition. It's truly a 365-day competition. Bodybuilding is like no other sport. It's virtually all training all the time. And the people that are the strictest and the people that take it the most seriously and cheat the least are going to be the most successful. And those are generally the people that are the most passionate and love doing it. You're not going to be good at something you don't love doing. Bodybuilding's not for everybody. There's so many guys in the gym that could train just as hard as me, but then they tell me, well, they can't do the dieting part, and I get it. I wasn't great at dieting at 18 either. That's something that I got better and better and better at year after year after year. I'm doing better on my diet this year than last year, and last year I did better than the year prior, and so on. The way I see it is dieting is a skill. And you can definitely improve your skill over time. And which means that next year I'm going to be even better at dieting than I am this year. All I have to do is make those small little baby steps forward and not look back. Be the tortoise, don't be the hare. Don't be all over the place. Be calm, cool, collected, slow, deliberate, methodical. And that's the key to success, in my opinion. And that's what I'm going to keep doing. And like I said, today is my favorite day of the week. I'm going to annihilate my chest. And I really like pressing movements, because failure is far more obvious on a pressing movement than it is on a pulling movement. Let me explain. When I'm doing, for example, a shoulder press, eventually I'll do a rep that I'm not going to be able to lock out at the top, or even go past my ears. But on a pulling movement, it's like the weight will really never stop. It's just my range of motion slightly goes down, and you got to really just call it somewhere. So it's more gray, in my opinion. failure on a pulling movement and even legs, but it's black and white on a pushing movement. So yeah, I've just been thinking about that. I love pushing movements. I think most people prefer them, but I really like all three movements, but pushing will always have a special place in my heart. So anyways, I think I've rambled on long enough, and I'll see you in the gym. See you later. All right, first working set, 165 pounds. Last week I got 160 for 12, so I want to match it or do better. Let's emphasize that stretch. One, and contract with the arms as straight as possible. 2. 3. 4. 5. Emphasize that stretch. 6. 7. Control the negative. 8. 4 more. 9. 10. Starting to really burn. 11. One more at least. I want to beat it. Quality, quality, quality. Oh, slow negative. Emphasize the stretch. Happy with that. See you in 90 seconds. All right. Set number 2. I've dropped the weight significantly down to 105 from 165. And my goal is I want to do more reps than I did in the first set. My first set should always be the fewest reps. All right. 12 plus, 13 plus. 1. Feels light. 2. Keep the elbows down. 3. And shoulders down. 4. I want to stretch those pecs apart. 5. 6. Very good. 7. 8. This is a pain contest. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. One more. Hold it. All right, excellent second set. See you in 90 seconds. Okay, third and final set. That was the quickest 90 seconds I've ever experienced in my life. No exaggeration. Down to 90 pounds or warm-up weight. See what I got in the tank. 1. Felt easy. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Starting to burn. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. Oh. Ah. All right, let's go hit some incline dumbbells. All right, top working set, 100-pound dumbbells. Last week, I got 95 for 9. So now I want this for 10, which I think I'm gonna do. I feel great. Let's do this shit. Nice and low. 1. 2. 3. 4. The stretch is the most important part. 5. Feels light. 6. 7. Control the negative. 8. And that's last week's number. Plus 1. I got one more in me. 2. It's all right to cheat on that last rep. Got a beautiful negative out of it. See you in 90 seconds. All right, second and final set on the incline dumbbells. Had an excellent first set. 85 pounds, nice and slow. At least 11. Let's do this shit. Deep, deep, deep stretch. 1, straight to the top. 2, stretch is the most important part. How's where the gains are? 3, control the negative. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more. It's going to be ugly, but that's okay. Time under tension, baby. Lockout. I got it. Slow negative. Deep stretch at the bottom. Oh. Failure achieved. Let's go hit the flat dumbbells. All right, I'm going to do 2 sets of dumbbell press. 100-pound dumbbells. Yeah, last week I got 95 for 12. So these are 100s. Hopefully I can hit 20. I mean, I'm not going to stop, but we'll see what I have in the tank. All right, let's do this shit. Deep, deep, deep stretch. 1. Control the negative. Perfect. 2. 3. 4. Full range of motion. 5. 6. 7. 8. We'll call that 7.5. Very happy with that. Those were super exaggerated stretches at the bottom. Quality couldn't have been better. See you in 90 seconds. All right. Second and final set. Let's make it a good one. 80-pound dumbbells. I want to hit 10 plus, but I'm not going to sacrifice. Quality. I want that deep stretch, and those deep stretches do burn me out faster. All right, let's do this shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more. Deep, 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 deep. 9. Control. Control. Deep stretch. Oh, yeah. Excellent. Let's go hit some dips. All right. Go hit some dips. 50 pounds. I don't think 50 is out of the range. But like I said, it's always quality over quantity. I can do 30 garbage quality ones and not grow. All right, let's go hit this shit. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11. I'll take that. All right, start the clock. 90 seconds. All right. Second and final. Just gonna do body weight. Got 11 and a half last week. So 12 or better. But I've been pushing my chest harder, so less, maybe more. Let's do this shit. One. Control the negatives. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And to beat last week. All right, beat it by half a rep. I'll take it. Let's go do some kind of superset. All right, superset time. Now, normally, I would be doing cable flies, supersetted with wide grip push-ups, but all the cables are taken. So I'm gonna do flat dumbbell flies with the wide grip push-ups. The downside is I can't get the same range of motion that I would get on the cables. I can't really flex up to here. There's no tension. The good side is the stretch part, the important part, I can get an even better one. So I'm not going to go too heavy, 25-pound dumbbells with that stretch is emphasized as much as possible. Let's do this shit. One, 2, 3, 4. I can feel it in those pecs. 5. Control those negatives. 6. 7. This is like a 3/4 movement. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. Deep, 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 deep stretch. 14. 15. 16. 17. 3 more. 18. 19. 20. Let's go hit some wide grips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh. Ooh. See you in 90 seconds. All right, set 2 of 4. Same weight. Let's stretch those pecs out. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I might go heavier on the next set. One, 3, 4. These are hard, man. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ah! Whew. See you in 90 seconds. All right, 3 and 4. I raised the dumbbells from 25 to 35 pounds. Normally I don't get heavier, but since I haven't done this exercise in a while, I don't have any established baselines, and 25 was too light. So let's see how many I can get out of these. Preferably not more than 15. Oh yeah, it's a deeper stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice and deep. Hold it. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Whew. That felt good. See how many push-ups I have in the tank. Five. Whew. Felt good. Last set's coming up in 90 seconds. All right, fourth and final. My chest is sore as a motherfucker, which is the point. I'm stimulating growth. Let's go hit some nice deep stretches and finish her off before shoulder exercise. Nice and wide and deep, slow and controlled. 1, mind-muscle connection. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. I'm feeling that. 7. 1 more, 1 more, 1 more, 1 more. Hold it. Hold it. Tear that chest apart. Oh, yeah. Let's finish her off even more. Five, 6, 7. 1 more, 1 more. Come on. Whew. Time to hit some dumbbell shoulder press. A good classic movement. But the kicker is, I'm only going to be taking 30-second breaks, so I'll be tapering off pretty fast. I'm going to start at 75, then I think I'll go to 35s and 20s. I think I'm going to do this in one take. All right, let's do this shit. 1, nice and low. 2, I want those weights to touch my shoulders. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 more. 9. Whew. 30 seconds begins now. Fifteen seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right. Hit this shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 30 seconds begins now. Oh yeah, shoulders are on fire. Which is the point. Let's go 10, 20. I'm about 2 seconds over. Let's hit this shit. Super light, but I'm on fire. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my God. 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Excellent. Very happy with that. All right, let's do a couple of sets of reverse pec deck. Nice and slow and controlled. 5 pounds more than last week. 10 plus. 1. Shoulders down. 2. Control that negative. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Big circle. 8. There it is. 9. 10. 11. Oh my God. One more. Oh. See you in 60 seconds. All right, second and final. Down to 110. Just like before, nice and slow. That's where the gains are. 1. 2. 3. 4. Oh yeah, they're burning. This is a pain contest, so I got to endure the burn as long as I can. 5. 6. 7. Slow negative. Oh. 7 quality reps. Let's see what else is up next. All right, time for my very own patented dip machine leg raises. Wow. All right, 25 to 30-second breaks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 30 seconds begins now. All right, ready to go. Let's do this shit. Another 25. One, two, three, four. Spasming up. I may call it right there. All right, let's make do with some tight spaces. Hold it, hold it. Oh yeah. Let's go hit this right away. No rest. One, two, three, four, five. Whew. Next, two more. Yeah. Oh. All right. Time's up, baby. Let's do this again. Straight arms, straight up. Slightly in front of my body. Hold it. 3. Try to make the lightweight feel heavy. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more. Come on, baby. Come on. Hold it. Pull. This is the finisher. Let's do this. 1, 2. Oop, rope wasn't aligned. 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 more. 7, 8. Oh. See you in 90 seconds. All right, third and final. This will be my last shoulder exercise. Let's do this. Straight out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice and slow. Control the negatives. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, one more. Cables. Really lightweight, but it's still gonna burn like a motherfucker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh man. 6 is about it. Let's go ahead some cable lab crunch and we'll call it a day. All right, last movement of the day. I'm ready to do some cable crunches. The goal is 3 sets, but We'll see how it does. All right, the whole stack. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Felt pretty good. I'll do another set. All right, second set. See how many I got in the tank. One, 2, 3. I really want to stretch out that core. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I think I'm gonna call it there. Let's go find a place to pose down.
All right, let's go hit some poses. Front. Classic Physique.
Yeah.
It was tough at first, but now I'm getting used to it. So.
That's very good. The first one.
Side chest, baby. Yes, legs.
You should do is like breathe in. And breathe out as long as possible until you absolutely know what comes up. And there's no rep, nothing happening. And if you want to go back and down, you're in. Okay. It gets easier, right? Like when I first started, I couldn't even pull anything in. And it's also a little bit easier to be laying. It's easier to be leaning forward.
I think I lean forward or step. Step on my back.
You can do either or just standing on the bed in your chest. So, that's it. So, right here. Go to the outer. And then hold the belly button in and up.
All right. See you in the car.
Had another productive workout in the books. Very happy with that. Couple of notes. The gym was packed. So I was waiting for some exercise, for some equipment. So my workout did go up to 2 hours and 20 minutes. But that wasn't a me problem. That was just a situation problem. I don't really consider it a problem as long as it's not because I'm taking too long between breaks. So everything was pretty good. Very happy with it. My chest is on fire. I wish I could have got a cable, but I didn't. I'd have been waiting even longer. And I don't want to be in the gym for 3 hours. I got the dumbbell flies, which, aren't as good as the cable. I find the cable lets you squeeze all the way out. But the dumbbells, after about here, because if you think about the weight and the line of gravity, it only moves perfectly vertically. So it's very good when you're out wide in the stretched position, which is the more important position. And it's not as good in the contracted position because that's pretty much bringing my hands together. which would be horizontal to the floor. That's why cables lets you hit all the angles as well as possible. That's one of the advantages of using cables. That's why they're very popular in the gym. You get more angles of attack. But, you know, I don't mind changing it up every once in a while. I'm going to predominantly do cables. I've probably done cables like the last 6 or 7 weeks in a row. And that's what I'll be doing again next week. I don't care how long I have to wait for it. But, you know, it's the real world. In the real world, not everything goes according to plan. Having said that, I got such a good stretch because I was just emphasizing it. I was very happy with all the quality of my workout. Boy, it's night and day. I don't know what you guys are seeing, but I can tell you from my perspective, the quality has gone up so much that like it's making a huge difference, and no injuries. Like it's I don't want to jinx myself there, but at the same time, when you're not swinging the weight around and you're not picking up these heavy dumbbells that you've never picked up before, your chances of injuring yourself go way down. Controlling the negative, I'm in complete control the whole way. I mean, what more could I ask for? I mean, would I like another chest day somewhere in the week? Of course I would. But again, that's not necessarily what the plan calls for. It's more important that my shoulders get developed than my chest because the chest doesn't really contribute to the V shape of the body. It's basically shoulders, lats, midsections, and then really if you go with the X, and then you want big quads that taper down into the calves. So that's really the most important thing. Wide shoulders and a small waist. Those are the most important things. So that's why I hit shoulders twice a week and only chest once. But yeah, very happy with that. I was doing the leg raises. I stopped after, well, I did one set to 25, which felt easy. I wanted to do two more sets. I did the second set, and right off the bat, I had to stop at rep 5. Just because my abs cramped up like crazy. Like it just contracted and wouldn't let go. To the point where I'm feeling very sharp pains. And I have mixed feelings about those. For one, they do get in the way of the volume I'm trying to hit. But at the same time, it reassures me that I'm hitting the abs hard enough. Because if you're hitting the abs, and I mean very hard, that's going to happen from time to time. It makes sense. So it's kind of a mixed bag. You know, that's what progress looks like. Progress is hard. It's not easy. It's constant negotiations. It's constant sacrifice. There's not just one way to do things. You got to be flexible with things like weight, reps, and sets. You have to be honest with yourself. And, I mean, you really have to give it all, like, all the time. Which, you know, I'll admit, I'm not there yet. But I'm getting better and better every single day. So, like I said, I'm very happy with the progress. I know next year I'm going to be better training than I am this year, and the next year after that, and so on. This isn't a 1 day or a 1 week or even a 1 year journey. This is like an indefinite journey that never ends. I'm just going to keep getting better indefinitely until the day I retire, and that's not going to be happening anytime soon. I actually had my carb shake with me. I forgot it yesterday. So right after my workout, I hit the carb powder mixed with half a liter of water. So that's good for about 210 calories and about, I think, 55 to 60 grams of carbs. And because that carb powder hits the body instantly, I feel great. So it's replenishing all the glycogen and sugar in my muscles, which is very important, which will be good for tomorrow when I train. And I hit 1.5 scoops of protein powder, which is good for about, I want to say, 45 to 50 grams of protein, somewhere in that range. And yeah, it's very liquefied. That's the advantage of protein powder over eating, let's say, a chicken breast. They're both good, but the chicken breast is going to take a little longer to digest. I mean, assuming it's cooked and ready to eat right away. You got to chew it, you got to bite it. It could be a little dry, going down the esophagus. Then the stomach acids have to burn it, and it takes a while, the digestion process. But the protein powder, boom, it hits your bloodstream probably within 15 minutes. And probably all of it within 15 minutes. Although I don't know exactly. But I would imagine it's very, very easy for the body to absorb. So yeah, I mean, you want to, and now I'm gonna go home and have my my dinner, which will be ground beef and an avocado and some rice, and probably I'll sneak in a little broccoli, which I'm allowed to do because I'm always very hungry, and greens are good for me. And the good thing about broccoli is it's not very calorie dense, so you can eat a lot of it. Like 250 grams of broccoli is only about 60 calories. So you can eat a lot of it without really gaining any weight. And it just feels good to just eat. Because I've always been a big eater. Yeah, so happy with the ab workout, happy with the delts, happy with my chest training. Tomorrow's going to be legs. Legs will be fun to work out, but I'm actually not even thinking about it right now. I'm thinking about what I have to do tonight and all the meals I have to eat. And then I want to take care of all my prepping for tomorrow and then go to bed really as early as I can because you grow when you sleep. So I want to sleep as much as possible. If I can get 10 hours of sleep a night, I'll take it. I mean, the way I see it is sleep is like my secret weapon, and I'm a good sleeper too. Even though I get up a lot at night to go to the bathroom, when I get back to bed, I can go to bed right away. And I like to think of it as my secret weapon, my little edge that I have. And I'm going to use it as often as possible. And it's not about getting a good night's sleep here and there. It has to be like every single night. Because, like, how much muscle are you growing in one night? Like, maybe a few grams. So if you want 20 pounds or even 10 pounds of muscle, that means you got to be doing that every single day of the year. Which is what I do. When my birthday passed, I ate the same thing. I didn't deviate from my diet at all. When somebody else is celebrating a party, or Canada Day, or yeah, we have Canada Day, I'm Canadian, and or any holiday. What holiday just passed? Easter, Passover, or whatever holiday passes by. It does not affect my diet at all. I do not eat based on the time of the year. I know a lot of people now are getting their barbecues ready, and I'm probably not even going to eat one steak on the barbecue this year. I'm going to stick to my ground beef and my chicken, and that's it, which you've seen me make. And that's it. I'm not even one time. Not even one time. Because it'll throw everything off, and right now I'm very used to and very comfortable with my diet. And if I start eating like food, it's gonna make the cravings more difficult to overcome. And right now I don't have any cravings. I've like lost my taste for all these things, for fast food, which I wasn't eating that much of it. But I remember I was eating a lot of donuts at work. People just bring donuts, and they're always sitting out there. And it's hard to say no to every day. They're just waiting. They're just saying, "Craig, eat me." And I'm like, "Fuck you, man." But anyways, I digress. Now it's like I don't even want the donut. But I know if I just take one bite of it, that sugar is going to hit me and I will be addicted. That insulin's going to spike. And I'm just not going to let that happen. Becoming an IFBB pro is like, it's like getting a master's degree. It's like, you have to be all in on it. I'm not Ronnie Coleman. I'm not Nick Walker. I'm not any of these guys. I'm just me. I'm just like a a regular guy, very hardworking, with good genetics, I would say. But there's like a lot of hardworking people with good genetics that I'm going to have to beat. In fact, everybody that I'm going to compete with on stage is going to be hardworking with good genetics. So, yeah, good genetics, like compared to regular people or your average lifter, and I don't mean that as an insult, but people that are in their underwear on stage in front of hundreds of people, are taking this very seriously. Most people don't do that. So I'm in that unique position that I want to be in. I feel like this is my calling in life, and like I said, I wake up every day wanting to get on that stage, wanting to get tanned, wanting to get shredded, wanting to go to bed hungry every day. Like that's my comfort zone. I want to be a driver in my life, not a passenger. I control everything I do. I control everything I eat. I control everything I spend money on. I control who I have my relationship with. I control what I do at work. I control when I get up. I control when I go to sleep. And that doesn't mean it's easy. In fact, it means it's difficult. But why do something if it's not difficult? Things that are easy to do aren't fun. You don't get any enjoyment from it. You want things that are challenging. At least that's how it is for me. Okay, I've definitely been rambling on for a long time. I forgot half the things I said. Remember, this is don't take this as advice for you. This is just me talking to myself and thinking about what I want to do. So I'll stop it here. I'll be back in the gym tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching, and my calling card is like, peace out.